I've got my book out again, guys.
Yay!
It's called I'm a Parent, Get Me Out of Here Before I Kill My Teenager. So, remember, people like me, I'm a normal guy I still feel like a kid actually, from a council estate. And we're not supposed to read books. Funny, that was a Freudian slip. We're not supposed to write books, and it certainly brings your script up when you're trying to write something. It's like, who the hell do you think you are? Blah 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 blah. People aren't going to be interested and whatever. But 26 reviews on Amazon and loads and loads of emails later, I finally got the message that I've created something quite special.
Wow.
So it's quite humbling. It really is. I'm often in tears when I'm reading emails, but. And the essence of it is that imagine you've got a child who's born and the mum tells them a story and they're born at home and they're born in a little sack, which is meant to be lucky because apparently kids don't get, it always breaks, doesn't it? Your waters break. And so they're told this story about how they tried for 7 years to have them, and they you know, and that they're loved and cherished and whatever. And that's a lovely start to a life, isn't it? And yet another child is told this story that the cord was wrapped around their neck and they nearly killed the mum and the child as they came out. And bloody hell, with a start like that you've been a pain in the arse ever since. So imagine who's going to have the worst script out of those two children. So, and that's me and my brother.
Wow.
And my default is I've got a kind parenting voice in my head, which I think is my voice, which is it's okay and it'll be okay, and it allows me to take steps. And yet I know that I still get shit scared to do things. I still get frightened about things, and I've still got a script that holds me back. And yet my poor brother, I think, Jesus Christ, when you've had a start like that, you know, what chance have you got? You know, and there's no, and then you get put in a home, and things happen to you, and you know, the chips are down. And I can't believe how we've had two separate lives, really, me and my brother. And yet, when he was a teenager, he used to, after he'd come out of being in care, and he used to have to go away to a special school, so he wouldn't stay in a normal school. He used to come back home, and we'd have bunk beds. And I was always too scared to go on the bottom bunk because I thought that because he was obviously 10 years older than me, I thought if he collapsed, he would crush me in the night. So I'd always say, can I please sleep on the top bunk? And my brother, who was supposed to be this real troublemaker, not turn up at school, and he was always setting fire to things, he was always getting in arguments with people, stealing things and whatever, but yet he would invent little stories. So imagine I'm this 5-year-old kid, and on the top bunk, and my brother would come home to stay sometimes at the weekend when he was allowed to, and he would be on the bottom bunk, and he would put a sock on his hand, and he would dim the lights down and put the little side light on, and it was called Flobberdob and Friend, and he would do a little show for me, Flobberdob and Friend, from the bottom bunk, and I suppose this is why I've thought, well, to the outside world, my brother was a little fucking shit, but I knew that he was my puppet master. He was like little Flobberdob and Friend. And so how can I not write a book to say to parents and teachers, please just change the way you speak to your kids just a little bit, because it makes so much bloody difference to that internal voice later on. And that's why I've written it, and that's why, you know, it's special to me, and it seems like it's being really special to other people. So thank you.
Good.